this very moment, this very minute that you are doing this, that you are listening to me, there is a natural killer cells that's already killing some a potential a potential cancer cell. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That this very moment, there is a macrophage, a lymphocyte na pinapatay yung nakain mo kanina, may kasamang E. coli. Can you believe that? This very moment, it's all happening. You know, that your microbiome is at war against the entries of those who did not, who are hindi dapat nandoon. Then nakain ka, di ka naman nagugas ng kamay, and then you ingested that E. coli viridans, which is going to make you so sick. But this very moment, you're being won over by your immune system. This immune system. Today, we're going to study this. What is the immune system? Yan. It is, alam natin lahat yan, natural defenders, but it's also very important to understand that it is also maintaining the homeostasis, the balance. Hindi lang enough that, nag-atwar or akataka. No, it's not, that's not, never going to be enough. They have to get rid of the unnecessary. Gawa din po yan ng ating immune system. Our main goal today is to be able to locate where is transfer factor in the immune system. So this is going to be interesting, I tell you, because what I can assure you, pag alam niyo po ito, kahit pagbali-balik na rin, you would have the certain confidence within you to talk about transfer factor. You would have that certain power within you not to be able to put it across. Must be a responsibility po. Okay, that's one thing I can promise. Yeah, so, but we have attackers. We have attackers. Ang balat natin, lahat. I mean, it's an ongoing war. Okay, we have attackers. There are bacteria, kilala yun na yan, virus. What hit us last time was COVID, which is a virus. Okay, intracellular nga lang, fungus, parasites, tumors, and even some proteins. These are our attackers. Whether you like it or not, we don't live in a perfect world. We don't inhale the right air. We don't ingest the right food. Okay, so everything could be very deranged if not for the immune system defending us every second. So, so ganito itsura ng kalaban natin. Close and personal. That's how it looks like. Meron talaga siyang galamay. Meron siyang ganyang parts. Meron siyang ganyang morphology. Meron siyang gagawing mga tentacles panglaban. Meron talaga siyang code sa loob. If you would see the code, yan o, yan DNA na yan, DNA the codes, meron siya talagang kumbaga sa Tagalog, pagkatao. Meron siyang identity. So that DNA, I tell you, each cell that we have, that DNA is about 2 meters long. I want to even tell you this, no, that each of us has about at least 40 trillion cells. Do you know that? Okay. These 40 trillion cells are connected by, blood vessel or network system that can span something like 16 kilometers long of blood vessel. So ganun tayo. That's how magnificently made we are. Okay, so I mean, dapat lang po na we know how to take care of it and we know how to care for those whom we care for. Right? So, ganyan po yan. Now, ang approach po natin para tayo naka-drone, no? From macro to micro. Okay, para tayo naka-drone, punta muna tayo dun sa overview and then we go down to the minutes. Okay, so yun yung ating directions that we will take today. So this is how, doon sa side, makikita nyo na talagang meron talaga yung mga tulanin na yan. May pinagdugtong-dugtong yan ng lymphatic system. Nandun po yung mga lymphocytes, nandun yung mga immune cells. I just want you to be introduced. Sadya siyang merong circulation. Sadya siyang merong direksyon. Okay, now let's go. Ano yung mga guardians natin sa immune system? Now, let's talk about the first line of defense, the passive external. When you say passive external, the word passive, kahit na wala kang ginagawa, wala kang tulong, it is passive. It is just there protecting you whether you like it or not. Number one is your skin. Yung skin natin, kasama na po yan sa immune system. That's the largest, one of the largest. And what made it possible to do that? Because of the keratin layer. Okay, so yan yung passive external. So the skin, even our saliva, our tears, meron din lysozyme. Kumbaga, these are all openings. Our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our ears, even our anus, our reproductive system, lahat yan bukas. Bukasan. So meron yan, sadyang merong nilagay dyan para merong tayong panangga, lysozyme, and then the cilia in the pulmonary tree. May nalanghap ka kanina, nakasalubong mo sa elevator, streptococcus pneumonia, nalanghap mo yan, and then, okay, I'll stay here. Thank you, Kat. So, nalanghap mo yon, but what does your cilia do? Meron siyang walis na pinaprevent from entering your throat. Okay? So, there you go. So, down the road, ito tinatawag natin microbiome, the hydrochloric acid. Nakita niyo yan, di ba? Yung hydrochloric na yan. At that helps, and then at the same time, what we are so proud about. The new name in town, the microbiome. Ito, okay, these are what you call the good bacteria protecting us. Marami ka nang nainom, nakain na salmonella typhoid, pero yan pa rin yung lumalaban. Nagtitip off lang yan pag sadyang umabot na sa level na you're not in, naging mas dumami na yung pathogenic, yung mas the bad bacteria over the good bacteria. So we don't like that to happen. So with the reproductive system, the spermine, they are protecting the DNA stop during the reproduction. Okay, so may external, may passive, may internal. Yung internal, eto na po, two, two sets. The immune cells, which I call the solid part, and the plasma cells. Pinapakilala ko lang po muna kayo sa players ng immune system. Okay, but let's get through this. Now, ito po kanina, ito mas matindi, no, no network. Makita nyo how we are all so put together through this. Those lymph nodes, may vessel dyan, papunta dun sa kulani, papalabas, lahat yan nagdi-drain, all the right side, no? At the right subclavian vein, the left thoracic duct. Kwento ko lang po ito, wag po kayong magugulat dito. No? I'm just telling you na sa Japong ito, pupunta, papasok po doon sa loob ng ating circulation. It will join in our blood system. Ladies and gentlemen, immune system is real. Okay? So, hindi siya atang isip, kumbaga. So, andito na tayo. This is a very busy slide. You don't have to copy this. But this is what is happening right now at the minutest level of your system each time there is an invader. Gumagawa lahat yung immune system, how to engulf it pag hindi nakayanan, how the T cell would work to produce an specific work. Ganyan ka-busy ang immune system at the minutest level. We have to really thank, our Creator na meron pala tayong ganyan. No, hindi lang tayo pinabayaan na basta magkasakit at basta na lang wala sa mundo walang laban. So, we'll go into this. Huwag po kayo matakot. Mamaya matutuwa kayo kasi we will dissect them one by one. Pero in a way na kakayanin po natin lahat. Okay, so let's go to the immune cells. Sabi ko, may external at may internal. Sa internal, may immune cells, solid part, and then meron tayong liquid part. Let's go to the immune cells. Okay. Monocytes. Intindihin po natin the way that our immune system works is always by phagocytosis. Lagi po niyang kinakain, nilulunok. That's how it works, phagocytosis. Tandaan lang po natin kasi kailanganin po natin yung information later on pag pinut together ko na. So we have this, and then sandali lang po ito in 24 hours, ang lifespan niya. Tapos pupunta na po siya sa mga tissues. Pupunta na siya, pabantayan niya na yung brain, mesangial. Pupunta na siya sa lungs, alveolar. Pupunta na po siya sa liver. Kumbaga, meron tayong guardians na pag meron nag-invade sa mga organs na yan, is ready to engulf, to phagocytose, to swallow them. Okay? So, let's move to the next. One of the frontliners is, di ba, sa CBC, nakikita natin to kung polymorphonuclears, yung CBC, yung WBC, nakikita natin yan. Sila yung frontliners. Whether they're taught or not, andyan sila. Sila yung unang lumalaban in the phase of infection. Eosinophils, ito yung pag may mga allergy, may mga parasites, kita natin yan. And also during the inflammation. Now, I want you to take a look at inflammatory cells. Okay? I'm just trying to lay down the groundworks. Okay? Know your inflammatory cells. Why? Because you would understand later on as we put things together that inflammation is almost always the culprit of almost all diseases. Pwera na lang yung structural. No? So, inflammation, these are the cells. Ito yung mga players. Pag merong namaga, ito, basophils, sila yung nagkakaroon ng, nagdadala ng mga heparin. Just bear with me with some terms. No? But I'm just introducing them to you. Later on, you will enjoy as we put them together. The mast cells, thrombocytes, ito yung platelet, ito yung bumabagsak during dengue. Remember? Okay, we need this to clot para ma-stop yung bleeding or yung inflammation. Right? Okay, so we're done. I'm just letting you see. And then please bear this in mind. Ito, each time there is an inflammation, there is a redness. Oops, ang sakit. Merong sakit. There's pain. When I touch it, it's warm. It's warm. And then I cannot move. So that is an inflammation of my hips. You have to remember this. There are 5 signs to an inflammation. So, tandaan lang po natin yan. Let's move on. Now, ito yung one of my key favorites. The B and T lymphocytes. Yung B, ito yung nagiging antibodies. Okay, nabakulaan po kayo ng COVID, di ba po? Most of us. Yung binigay sa atin ay dead or attenuated COVID. Just to let you know, binigyan po tayo ng patay na COVID na strain for the immune system to create specific antibody. Kagagawan po yan ng B lymphocytes. Okay? So, now, the T lymphocytes, this should be our favorite. Okay? This all came from the bone marrow. Lahat po ng cells ang gagaling doon. Pero this one, may paggaling sa bone marrow, pupunta na po siya doon sa thymus. Ito po yung kakwento ko sa inyo ano yon. Pero this one, we love this. And this, early on, tandaan po natin, this is where we can find transfer factor. Okay, so tandaan po natin, T lymphocytes. Now, this is our favorite. Pinagyayabang po natin ito palagi, na natural killer cells. Why? Because our product, as it claims by the studies, mayroon siyang 437% to increase the natural killer cells. Ano ba ang natural killer cells? Mas malalaki siya than the usual, but because they have the capacity to engulf, not engulf cancer cells and tumor growth. Meron siyang capacity. At ito ko, tandaan nyo, at meron po din siyang capacity na mag-release ng poison against our enemies, our antigens, yung mga kalaban natin. Okay, so it has the capacity to secrete cytotoxic granules that induce cell death. Okay, so very important. Yeah, I want you to underscore this. Babalikan natin yan. So, pinakikilala ko po sa inyo. Ito po yung ating immune cells. Lahat po yan po, graphically, these are our immune players. Now, punta tayo sa plasma factors. Nakita na natin yung mga cells, yung mga solid part na internal defense. These are the plasma. They are the liquid part. No, the liquid part. I'm trying to speak this way because I would like to understand that most of us are non-medical, right? Ito yung plasma that carries this kind of composition, cytokines. Pwede po ba natin sabihin cytokines? Cytokines, yeah. During COVID, if I may remember right, one of the main speakers or proponents then of DOH and then Dr. Salvano was we are going through a cytokine crisis in COVID. Left and right, may mga namamatay, and then non-responsive. What is it? Alamin natin yan. These are the cellular mediators. What do? They communicate. They help communicate. O dito ka napupunta, merong kalaban dito. O dito ka napupunta, andito yung papatayin mo na tumor growth. they coach. They're like laser that tells saan sila pupunta. That's the cytokine. They coordinate. And then they also put a stop when it's time to put a stop. Now, the immunoglobulins are the antibodies na sinento ko sa inyo kanina. Ano po? Then, the complement proteins. These are found in the liver. Ito yung alternative, kumbaga alternative way to protect us. So, pinakilala ko lang po ngayon yung mga immune players. At least aware na po tayo na sadyang may kumikilos sa atin. Now, as I was telling a while ago, may mga immunoglobulins. Please take note. If I have a pointer, I will be pointing to this. Just the IgA, dun po the ating buccal mucosa sa loob po nito. Meron tayo IgA and then the IgG that fights bacteria and viruses. The first antibody that, that first time na pupunta agad ay IgM. Just be acquainted with them. We don't like this so much, the E and D, because they are involved in allergy and also in the uncontrolled immune responses. But at least it's good to know. It's good to know. So sadyang meron tayo built-in, nandyan po yan sa loob natin. There's the cytokines. I will be talking more in detail how wag po kayo malula doon sa mga IL na yan. Interleukin po yan. No? Sa mga TNF, tumor necrosis factor. I will be talking about in a little while how all of these are playing it out kung merong attack. Makikita rin natin where is transfer factor there. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. May pumasok na nasugatan ka. Clostridium perfringens. Nasugatan ka. Huh? The immune system, nakaamba agad lahat yan. Merong invader. Pinasukan tayo. Okay, so there are two kinds of responses. Each time there is an invasion. Each time na merong pa-atake sa atin. And that is what you call the innate and the adaptive. Okay. Yung an innate built-in, may ginawa ka o wala, andun lang siya. Okay, so innate, sadyang walang training, punta agad sila doon, andun lahat sila doon. But that is so nice. That is actually what we need so much. But I like the other way to call the innate is, which is not so good name, non-specific. It's really non-specific. And it's also called the B-cell mediated immunity. Now, let me go to the more superior one. At as far as I'm concerned, not that hindi importante yung isa. Important din. But the adaptive immunity is super, super important because it is the one that is capable of producing a specific fighter against our specific enemy. Don't you like that? And ladies and gentlemen, this is where transfer factor is. Okay, so unti-unti ko na kayong ini-introduce where it is really. So this is, learn about that. Again, narinig nyo na, T-cell immunity kanina, adaptive. So it has the capacity to produce a very specific attack against our enemy. Okay. We like that. So pag mayroong attacker, nasugatan ka, innate, punta agad yung mga inflammatory cells sa traffic. Walang training, no, pero nakalagpas eh. Nakalagpas at hindi na-engulf no, pumunta sa mga blood vessels. And that time, you did not have enough sleep, you did not eat properly, you have all the, and then you have a very bad genes, again, pumasok sa bloodstream and it is now a full-blown sepsis. Now, what do we do? This is the time that the adaptive creates a specific warfare, yun, ammunition, panlaban against this kind na pumasok na, nag-invade na hindi kinaya ng first line of defense. Got it? Okay, so ito na po yun. Pinapakita ko lang sa inyo. I got this from the book of Detmer. You will be surprised. This particular Philip Detmer, from whom I got these pictures, was high school graduate. And he was able to a very beautiful book, come up with a very beautiful book. And he has about 14 million viewers and followers. Say that again. Okay, ano yung kanyang special gift? He has this simple, special capacity na kaya niya in explain a very complex, difficult topic and break it down into very simple and digestible. High school graduate. He was afflicted with a certain type of stage 2 cancer. That's why he got keen about what is with the immune system. Okay, kumbaga nag-DIY siya. Just learning it, but that's, trying to simplify it. But then that's how it works, the natural killer cells. Yan, mamaya mas maiintindihan niyo po yan mamaya pag nakita tayo sa diagram. Now, let's go. Ito yung claim natin. We're getting closer, guys. Adaptive immunity. Say it again, it's acquired, it is learned, it is cell-mediated, it is specific. And then what we like about it, it has the capacity to deliver all this. It can remember, it can recognize, it can identify. Importante po yun. Kaya niyang makilala yung kalaban, kaya niyang ilagay sa memory bank na that's why it can remember, it can retain, and at the same time, it can produce the specific antidote against that. But then, ito na po. Kaya siya learned, kaya siya acquired. Meron siyang pupuntahan na learning process. Hindi siya basta-basta, marunong siyang mm, pumatay ng tetanus, ng streptococcus na pumunta na sa lungs ko. Kaya niya pumatay nun? Kaya niya, paano niya gagawin yun? Let me see. There has to be two learning processes. There are two schools to it. Oh, this is it. Yan. Dito po, ito, wala na pong lalabas ng room. Lahat tayo makikinig na. Dahil ito na po. No, I'm just joking. So, ito na yan. The first school is the thymus. In between, dito sa likod ng buto na to, yung ating sternum, there is a thymus gland. Thymus gland. Okay, ano nangyayari sa thymus gland? It slowly involutes after a certain age, but then it still remains. What does it do? Yun yung first school. Tandaan natin, yung pumasok kanina sa atin na Streptococcus pneumonia, na bacteria, invader siya. So, dahil invader siya, pumasok siya sa system, nasa dugo na natin. No, magpapakilala siya. This one, this is where the molecular fingerprinting happens. Okay, I'll say it. Ito yung class niya, ito yung kanyang pupuntahan. Major histocompatibility complex molecule. I-encounter niyo po ito pag talagang piniban niyo yung mga immunology book. Pero ano po ito? This is nothing else but an ID. Fingerprinting. Or Streptococcus pneumonia, hindi ka namin kasama, you are the invader. So, pakikilala lang na ito yung kalaban, ito kami na immune cells. Okay, now we identified you. Yun lang. Yun yung nangyari sa thymus gland. It's very, very important that this happens. Why? When this does not happen, anong mangyayari? This is the pathogenesis, the bedrock of all these autoimmune disorders. When there is a derangement, dun pa lang sa thymus, pagpapakilala pa lang, immune disorder ang mangyayari sa'yo. And this sometimes overwhelming immunodeficiency syndromes, yung mga sepsis, yung nasa dugo na raw yung infection, eto na, hindi na kilala. Kung there's too overpowering. So yung mga ito, pag nagkaroon ng problem, just in the first school, there is an arrangement in the first school alone. This is what happens. Okay? So, pumasok siya, lumabas siya, kilala na kita, ikaw ay hindi namin kasama, ikaw ay Streptococcus pneumonia, you are not one of us. So, that's all. Is that enough? No. It has to go to mag-grade, high school pa siya, magka-college pa siya. This is what you call the second school, the encoding. Why? What's happening in encoding? There has to be an engulfing, yung phagocytosis. Oh, you heard that? Kailangan lulukin nung lymphocyte yung bacteria or yung virus or yung invader or inumin kung doon nanggaling sa mga lymph nodes by the interdigitating, which are the pinocytosis. Kailangan nila itong lunukin. Why? They have to engulf the antigenic code. Oh, ngayon lang natin narinig yun. Yan. Ano yung antigenic code? Dali ah. Okay, so a while ago I was telling you that lahat to merong cellular membrane. Lahat to may kanya-kanyang identity, may DNA, right? I mentioned this a while ago. So kailangan, kumbaga in a war, kailangan nating makita yung anong meron dun sa kalaban natin. Right? We have to understand that the only way to do that is to swallow by phagocytosis or to drink it by pinocytosis. You have to our immune cells should do this class 2 or in school or encoding. So, wanted to do. Yeah, so, kaya na tayo magdo-drawing. Ay, naiwan ko siya. So, sorry, nahihilo na po ba kayo sa akin? Okay. Para-parehas lang po tayo. Thank you. Okay, so, okay. What will happen? Di kanina nilunok na yung antigen. Tama? Nalunok na. So, kuha na niya yung code. Kuha na niya yung code. I'm trying to be animated here. No, pero sa medicine, hindi po kami ganito mag-usap. Sige. So, yung complex na yan, please understand this. Yung nalunok nung T lymphocyte, yung antigen, yung kumbaga, identity nung kalaban, antigen fragment, and then yung kasama niya yung class 2, major histocompatibility complex molecule. Ang tawag po dyan ay ligand. Okay, understand po? Yan lahat yan. Kailangan po nila magsanib. Kailangan po nila maging together. Why? Why? Because this ligand, it has to attach to the T cell and introduce itself on the receptor, to the receptor. Okay, the T cell receptor. Okay, so kunyari po ito po yung T cell. Yan. Yes, this is to further, I hope this does not further confuse you, but then let me just draw as T cell. Yeah, this is the, wala siyang, para pala tayo, microphone ko, walang tunog. Ay, well, okay. Ay, thank you, Uno. Yan, so kunyari, ito yung T cell. Ito yung ligand. Bit-bit niya yung antigenic code. Remember? Bit-bit na niya. Itong T-cell na to, mayroon siyang sarili niyang code or receptors. May identity. Tatanggapin niya lang yung kanyang kaparehas, homologous. Hindi to homologous eh. Para tanggapin siya, kailangan niyang dumikit doon sa nag-bite sa kanya na T-cell. That's the composition. Para siya pumunta dyan. Bakit kailangan ito mangyari? Because this T-cell, that's extracellularly located, right? Magbabind lang siya kung pareha sila. Ito na po yun, ha? Bakit kailangan ito mangyari? Because the antigen, pag kumapit sa T-cell membrane, is the start of the activation of your T-cell. It will not happen, there is no activation if there is no joining of the antigen. There is no antigen fragment kung hindi nilunok, no hindi napakilala. Okay, so what is the key to the activation of our immune system, of our T-cell? Is the antigen. The antigen, the ligand, nagbitbit yung antigen, na dumikit dun sa receptor, it is a receptor na mayroon, o bit-bit ko na information ng kalaban, yung antigenic code, bit-bit ko na. Pwede na akong kumapit doon sa membrane. Okay? Now, what will happen? There is an inward reaction. Ay, ayaw ulit. And then, an outward reaction. Imagine niyo na lang na may I dyan, at saka may O, outward reaction. Okay? Anong silbi yan? Ladies and gentlemen, this outward reaction is the outpouching that we get from microfiltration, and that what will become the transfer factor. Ano ang silbi nun? Because once kumapit na siya dyan and produce the inward and the outward reaction, this one is now an intelligent lymphocyte capable already, capable already of producing the cellular immune response. What is the cellular immune response? Anong silbi ng cellular immune response? O nalipat, na-activate mo na, pumunta na ng inward and outward reaction. What you just created was this trimolecular complex that produced that. That's the only way na pwede siyang ma-activate. Kasi naturuan mo nabigay mo na yung code, nabigay mo na yung ano yung gagawin niya, specific na antidote na panlaban doon sa pumasok sa kanya. This is already the final stage of the immune response process. So the activation, this is what you call the series of phosphorylation. Phosphorylation, ito yung sunod-sunod na chemical reaction para gumawa siya ng tamang-tamang T helper cells na papatay doon sa kalaban. Kaya hindi siya pwede, kasi this is just a plain and simple T lymphocyte. Pero wala siya ng code, hindi siya pwede gumawa ng panlaban doon sa code, doon sa kalaban. Are we getting this so far? Yan. Kaya pa po ba? Kaya pa natin. Kayang-kaya na po. Are we following? We are following, right? Sige. So kwento ko lang po yung phosphorylation. Sige po, thank you po sa pagtanggok. Yung hindi po itong mga okay din po yun. I appreciate your honesty. And it took me so long also to understand this. I'm a clinician, by the way, if I may share. For decades na ako nagki-clinic. Tapos nung bigla ako magsalita sa immune system, talaga, it's like, passing the board exam again. So, ito po yung pinagdaanan ko. So, mahanap lang po ako ng kadamay. So at least damay-damay tayo. We're all enjoying this, no? Tapos relation, dikit na sila. Ano yung mangyayari? Wow, cellular immune response. Puntahan natin itong phosphorylation na pinagyayabang ng T-cell natin na nakalunok na ng code. Yan. Ito po paliitan. Thank you, Sir Ian, for the wonderful slides. Yan. So, just depend on my words, no? Now, the disactivated T-cell receptor will produce this phosphorylation. Kailangan po yan mangyari dahil, yung araw na yan, nakadikit na siya sa T-cell. Magkakaroon ng T-cell, thank you. And then, ayaw niya na sumunod. Ayaw niya sumunod sa aking clicker if you enlarge it. So, there is a T-cell receptor 1 and T-cell receptor 2. Yung mas marami, T-cell receptor 2. Yan. T-cell receptor 2. Hintayin ba namin kayo, Sir Manny? The T-cell receptor 2, ito yung mas marami. The heavier population. Ito yung mas maraming population. Dito tayo mag-aaral. Dito nakakapit. Okay? Yung T-cell receptor 2, ang bit-bit niyan, ito. Huwag kayo masyado matakot sa mga pinagsasasabi ko. Dahil ito mga markers lang naman, yung nangyayari doon. So, the CD4 T-cells, let's understand this. We are already getting to the very exciting part. Okay? The CD4 T cells, through the aid of antigen-presenting cells, no? Ito na po yun. Gagawa siya ng bago marker na CD29. Kapit doon sa T cell. Just take it all in, no? Pero you would like this at the end. Siya yung po yung make capacity na mag-specialize, pag-differentiate. Though, when you hear the word differentiation, it's also equivalent to saying specialization. Okay? It's one and the same. So, ito yung phosphorylation. How this T lymphocytes can become more specialized. Na how T helper na siya. Ano, hindi siya basta-basta T helper. May T helper 1, T helper 2, ayun T helper 1. Look at this. Gawa na siya sa tulong ng interleukin 2 at ng interferon ng natural killer cells. Oh, there. Kaya na niyang dagdagan by as much as how we are claiming it at 400%, the capacity of these natural killer cells to engulf the tumor growth. Okay, so then puntahan pa natin, this is also equally exciting because yung interferon na yan, dadagdagan niya yung capacity ng mga macrophages to engulf more and better. So hindi, kung dati para bang scale of 1 to 10, kaya ko yan, 2, 3, yan. Pero pag nagkaroon tayo ng ganitong phosphorylation na activate, it can go as soon as 10, 20, 30 times better. And that's where we are. Andyan po tayo. Yan. Okay? So that's where we are. So now, the TH2, yung T helper 2, anong meron dyan? Napakaganda rin po nito because ito po yung gagawa, magsasabi doon sa mga B cells, gawa na kayo ng specific antibodies. See? It's also takes care of the B cell to make it more intelligent, more capable. No? How does antibody do its work? They do it by opsonization. Yung yung streptococcus pneumonia, nilalagyan niya ng parang squid attack, no, pinapatay niya by making it very, very dirty and trapping it. So, ganun po ka-specific ang work. So, hindi siya capable a while ago. It was just an IgM, not capable of doing it. But now, because of this phosphorylation, the activation, this B cell that came from the plasma cells becomes specific antigen, I'm sorry, uh, immunoglobulin G. Now, let's go to the TCR. Kanina, sabi natin CD4. Yung isa naman linya, puntahan natin. Yan. Meron ding CD8. Let's follow this. Very important to follow this. The CD8, marker lang po ito, marker. These are all happening when there is activation. Now, CD8, kapit sa T-cell, anong mangyayari sa kanya? It will give birth to CD45, marker lang po ito. What is it going to do? Ito na yung cytotoxic. Ito yung kaya niyang pumatay ng kalaban. And equally so, now, malalaman niyo na to, the T suppressor. Why do we need a suppressor? Because when the infection is done, when the inflammation is done, we need to stop the work. Why? We cannot always be inflamed all the while, hyperreactive all the time. And this is the groundwork of some autoimmune disorders na hindi marunong mag-stop. So ito po yung basis. Nag-specialize yung T lymphocytes. So, I hope you got it. Kahit papano, get it. Ayan, so salamat po. So, let's go back to this one. Ayan pala, I have to mention this. It's through the work of interleukin 10, through the work of this cytokine, which is called cytokine inhibitory factor. Sadyang totoo po yun. Yung sinasabi natin na it balances, totoo yan. If you activate it properly. It boosts, totoo yan. If you have this kind of cytokine working for you. It memorizes, because this B cell later on will activate the memory cells. Hello po. Kumusta po kayo? Thank you po for making your eyes open. Yan. Ito. Panoorin lang po natin ito. Kung kanina parang nakita nyo, merong crippling, merong kinabit, merong, yung pumatok siya. I just want to watch this with you. Yan. Yung spaceship na nakikita natin, ganito po yan eh. Kung wala pong guidance doon sa that is a guidance system, yung white na yan. No, it has to boost the main propulsion system. It has to transfer the information. Why? Why does it have to do that? Pag hindi niya yun tinransfer, yung information, it cannot go into a blast. It cannot get activated. Get it? Okay? So kung hindi tinuruan, hindi siya ginaid ng information coming from the guidance system, the main propulsion of the system, it cannot get activated. It cannot work. So with our T lymphocytes. That's why it is guided. So, well, this is, I borrowed this without permission from NASA. Okay, so, sorry. So let's go for this. So ito na, we had arrived actually. Alam niyo po ba, arrive na po tayo sa antigenic specific receptor. Later on, I will tell you what is the antigenic specific receptor. Bakit di po kayo pumapalakpak? Yan po ang other name ng transfer factor. We had arrived. We had arrived. We had arrived. I'll tell you why. Because sabi natin, it can remember, it can recognize, it can identify. It can. Kasi nalunok niya yung antigenic code. Right? Nandun na sa kanya. And this trigger mechanism. Kaya niya lahat to. In-explain ko kanina sa kinaya niya po lahat to. Naging specialized through the phosphorylation process. Got it? No? Ito po yung nangyari. Each time that we say that there is a sensor and a trigger mechanism that got activated because of the antigenic specific receptor, ito po yung nangyayari. An inward reaction and an outward reaction. Now, these are the ones that are doing all the work, sorry. Yeah. Ito po, sa susunod po palalakihin natin. This is what really happens, the immune response. Ganito po katagal ang immune response in the real world. It can take 7, even weeks, before an immune response can happen when there is an attacker. When there is an attacker. Now, kung maayos ang immune system mo, you have a perfect world. You sleep well, you eat well, you have perfect genes. Well, it can, you know, okay yan. I mean, that's okay. Kayang-kaya. But the reality is we don't have that. We don't have all those. We're not blessed with perfect genes. No, we don't have perfect air all the time. We don't sleep all the time properly. We don't eat well all the time. And we are not treated without stress. And the stress, as you know, are always increasing the cortisol. Kwento ko lang po ito, this is outside the topic, but then ito po yung nagpapa-decrease ng defense cells. Okay, and that's the reason why we don't like stress, because they have a direct effect on decreasing our defense cells. So this is what it's all about. Now, in picture, ganyan po yung apid. We got this from the electron microscope from Philip Detmer. By the way, I got this book from Philip Detmer from the president of the Philippine Pediatric Infectious Society, who, you know, you know, the president himself. No, you get book. This is so nice. It is, this is really, and it did help me in, bridging from the very technical into doing it this way. So this one, you will enjoy, but it does. We are being helped by this now. Almost at the end of this one. This is what is the good news? It came from what? Bovine colostrum? Came from the egg yolk? So, paano nangyari yan? We're humans. Natanong niyo na yun, ano? That crossed your minds, right? We're humans, and how come we're getting and borrowing this immunity from cow and from the egg? Okay. We share the same immune pattern. We share the same immune pattern. We are antigen, but the only difference is that we are antigen specific. Okay? We respond to our particular attacker specifically. So, so it is, paano yun? Yeah, it will respond the same way. We borrowed that immunity, we just did it by doing this pasteurization and microfiltration. This is what our company did. They fish out all this, ba kanina sabi natin, meron tayong outpouching ng outward. Ito po yun, ano? Yan, sana sumulat. Ay, wala pa rin sulat. Yan. So, di ba nag-outpouching, yung outward, yan? Yan. Ito po yung ating kinuha. This is the microfiltrate. Ito yung kinuha by a very patented technology that we did. Microfiltrate sans or without the contaminants. It went through freeze drying, pasteurization, preserving the antigenic property. it's still preserving it. So, hindi siya nawala ng visa dahil andoon pa rin yung capacity niya. Okay, so let's do this. So, malapit na tayo. So, now, so, display lang how it is, aseptically and, made safe to use. It is guaranteed because we won't be passing all these approvals, this BFAD, this grants that we are safe if not for this. Ganyan po siya ka-safe. Okay, ka-high level. So, now, so this one, if there is any slide that I want you to copy, maybe this one. Okay, I put everything together in this slide, which is transfer factor is that functional unit. When you say functional, kaya na niyang mag-isa. Functional, eh? Functional. So it can do the work already. Functional unit that is extracellularly located, right? That bears the antigenic specific receptor already in the activated form. Yan, activated T cell na siya. Kasi na-preserve yun. It has the code during microfiltration and it bears the ability to phosphorylate to create the cellular immune response na kailangan natin para this is what we like nang mangyari sa immune cells natin. That, di ba po pag gusto natin pag nagkasakit tayo, yung gusto natin, yung susugpo o gi-stop sa ating attacker is something that will carry it out in a prompt way. Tama? In a unified way. Tama po? And in a precise way. And that's what transfer factor delivers. Because it has the capacity to make all these T lymphocytes that are uneducated, okay, that are, as they call, so inactive, to activate to that level so that it can respond, it can phagocytose better. It can differentiate, o anong klase yan, anong klase Clostridium, against tetanus yan, o against streptococcus yan, against virus. Mind you, viruses are so hard to kill because they live intracellularly. So it's so difficult. It's so difficult to kill. So that's the reason why we need to empower the T lymphocyte. We need to, add capacity to our T lymphocyte because it is not always able to deliver. That's the reason why we need. But, why don't we need to take it every day? Maybe you had asked that question, right? Maybe you had asked, why do you, ayan na pala na, inom ko na pala yung transfer factor plus, bakit kailangan ko pa uminom bukas? Because what we got are detached. Detached from the T lymphocyte. Wala na siya doon sa pinaka-cell. We just already got the antigenic receptor that still carries the antigenic code na may kapasidad na gumawa ng cellular immune response. Pero hindi na siya nakadikit doon enough to create a persistent memory. Wala na siya doon. So it's just but good to know, bakit kailangan namin ito po yung dahilan. Because they're already detached. Okay? They're detached. Okay? As I close, no, I'd like to say hello to Dr. Abinida, who is watching on Zoom right now. She is the president of the Skin Research. No? She had encountered with very difficult and hard to treat leprosy cases. She's a dermatologist at the Cerritos Memorial. No? And then she had to depend on using steroid all the time for these hard to treat or not responding leprosy cases. But lo and behold, during that brief 5-minute encounter with Mon, she signed up for transfer factor. And this is what happened. She treated this patient who I actually brought him to Baguio in one of the doc talk. And this is what she told me. He told us. Salamat po sa For Life, nadugtungan ng buhay ko. In 2004, I was treated with combination therapy using For Life. Salamat po sa pagmamahal, talino at tapang ni Doc Luisa Abad Beneda. One and train, pati na rin po yung time na na-survive ko ang stage 4B, tongue cancer. Pasangga ko po kayong lahat sa 4-9. God bless you. And okay. He is one of the countless cases that I had encountered, all because somebody took the brave act of transferring the information of transfer factor. I, you and I are at this helm now. Andito tayo sa threshold. What else can we do? Master, know the product. Know how it really works. Hindi lang yung pasa na, it remembers, it can do this, it can do that. Yep, yeah, good to know, but how? Was it hard? Yes, it was hard, but it is doable. Was it hard? It can be very difficult, but then somebody learned it and transferred it. I think he was an engineer. He studied immunology, and that's why maybe you and I are benefiting from this. And he did it during that time that he was not sure where is this all headed to, but he felt the benefit of transfer factor. And he was doing it amidst very difficult times when we were not earning. There's nothing to see about it, but he studied, and that's the reason why they have transfer factor in in this way information. But right now, at this stage in time, the calling is to be both informative and be transformative. Hindi lang enough na mag-transfer, nanamnamin nyo kung saan nanggagaling ang inyong kausap. And be sure you're prepared to respond to his or her concern. Impossible? Yes, it can be. I will be showing you this one. This is where I got all these sources. This, going back to my first story about Dr. Panopio, remember? I told you, total remission yung kanyang wife. And then he was in search how to get all this transfer factor. Wala pa po tayong office, wala pa po tayo. So wala siyang mabilhan. Wala na po siyang makuha ng source. But he was so smitten about it, nag-complete remission po yung wife niya. But after that, wala pong mabilhan, makuhanan, wala pong resources. Ultimately, that wife succumbed to that very deadly metastatic cancer. But look at the dilemma. What if you and I can reach more? And when we reach more, we're able to deliver more. What if you and I carry the information with us? Hindi na po siya talagang, the new normal is that we don't treat it as something that is just being delivered by a few of the trainings or the few of those or doctors. No, not anymore. This is our heart and soul, the transfer factor. It's but time that we know what it is made of and how it does its work, all the claims. Now, I will be ending with this one. Remember the possibility of the impossible. I taught you a while ago, there is neuroplasticity. Our brains are capable. Our brains are capable. I watched with my family this movie. And then I was actually smitten by the background of the movie more than the story. The Ethan Hunt that he was able to create because of what he did to be able to create the Ethan Hunt behind the Mission Impossible. I will end with this, but I will end you with this. Please watch every word of it.
What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
Movies, which encompasses almost every industry.
And I'm here with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, man. It's nice to see you.
You've been a top actor for decades. What's been the biggest driving factor of your success throughout your career?
It is my desire to deliver the very best that I've always felt for myself. Even when I was a little kid before movies, it's when I had any job, I always wanted to understand how to do that job and then do it at the very highest level that I possibly can.
Where did your work ethic come from?
I enjoy going for that level of of perfection, and I surround myself with people that have that same care. You know, my goal was always to make a movie and have it be the best possible film for an audience, and then it makes some money so that the studio can have that money and then go make other movies, and I can go off and make other movies, and that's my desire. And I knew very early on that in a changing world, the most important thing is one's own ability to change, to adapt, to learn.
And your last message to the younger generation?
You go. I'm someone, when I hear it can't be done, I'm like, I don't know, maybe, you know, how many times do you think people weren't like, oh, you could do this?
So this is you hanging off the plane.
Oh yeah, it is.
Do you not fear anything?
No, it's not a matter. I don't mind being afraid. I want an adventurous life. I want it. And don't be so afraid to be afraid or nervous. The important thing is to keep pursuing your dreams and finding accurate things that are going to add to your life and to others. You know, the way that I look at life, I don't live it for myself. I know that to live my life, I'm thinking of others. And to lead is to serve. Not to tell people what to do, but to help them to be better. That's kind of what I do.
You've got amazing advice. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
very
for your
much.
time. I
It's a pleasure,
appreciate it.
James.
Yeah, I
My
really
pleasure.
appreciate it.